Welcome back. You're watching Punchline, and we continue with our conversation on the handshake anniversary. I'm holding court this evening with Senator Aaron Cheriot, the Senator of Kericho. We have also with us Farah Malim, who is the Deputy Leader of the Wiper Party. We have Jacob Medio, who is a former Member of Parliament from Game, and also we have Boni Halwale, former Member of Parliament, that is a Senator of Kakamega. So we want to hear from you. Let us know what you think about the third anniversary of the BBI, the hits and misses, right? The merits and demerits of it, and this is what we are talking about. Before we took a short break, also we had raised salient points. This was given by Boni Halwale, that handshake has killed the rule of law. He will also expound on that much later in the course of the program. But before we drill deeper on that particular conversation, let's just also get a weekly wrap of what really happened previously, so that it can give us an inkling of where we're going.
There's a cabal, and I'm saying this without a fear of contradiction. There's a cabal inside government who are busy trying to chart the way how Kenya will be ruled in 2022.
We request them in the name of God. Kama unataka kutoka, just move out slowly, pole pole. Wacha kutupigia kelele.
No, that's a lie. That's not what I said.
Raila Amolo Odinga does not need the handshake, does not need BBI to ascend to the presidency.
Mimi nilimuuliza Rais Uhuru, wewe nataka unieleze leo kwa ukweli, utadanganya baba ama haumdanganyi? Sisi hatutakubali. Tunataka baba aseme, baba aongee, atuambie ukweli na atupatie signal.
So wala ambao wanatoka kwa handshake, musitupigie kelele.
If they want lessons on how to deal with the sense of betrayal, and when you feel that you are not satisfied with something, then they should come and look for the Deputy President. We will guide them, we'll give them notes on how to behave.
Now Mia was chased away. Now clearly now Orengo is gone. The handshake is over. Don't be cheated. It will not be repaired.
Kwa hivyo ukisikia Orengo analia, Junet analia, ujue hapa maji yameanza kuwa moto.
If there are any internal issues, if there are any concerns, I think we have our local internal mechanism that we can be able to resolve any issue.
The BBI project does not anywhere mention how we shall fix the electoral process.
2022 iko wengine wanajiona kwa kibinafsi. Iko wengine wanasema lazima ikuwe mimi.
Mimi nawauliza, mkiona Uhuru Kenyatta akienda retire mwaka ujao, ni ule mtu wa kitendawili anaweza kuendelea na hii kazi?
Itakuwaje ikuwe lazima ikuwe wewe? Na wewe uko na kura moja.
Wangapi wanasema Hasla ndiye ataendesha hii kazi? Wapi watu ya Hasla? Wapi watu ya Hasla? Munataka BBI ama Wilbaro? Munataka BBI ama Wilbaro?
Tuzichanganye mambo ya 2022 na BBI.
It is possible to have a non-contested referendum. I want to tell our friends, if they are looking for a competition, let them wait for 2022. We will have a competition. On matters to do with constitution, there should be no competition because the constitution belongs to every Kenyan.
Tuzichanganye mambo ya 2022 na maslahi ya wananchi. BBI inaponesha mwananchi.
And there is no need to divide Kenyans into camps, into sides. There is absolutely no reason. We can have a non-contested outcome if Parliament is given the opportunity to iron out the issues.
And 3 years down the line, of course, those are the sentiments right now and the frustrations of some leaders in this country as far as BBI is concerned. Victor has aptly captured this also today, and this is editorial cartoon. This is Ozone, not Victor. Focus on the big picture, just to show you where we are at and the frustrations that were being spilled there by James Orengo. Focus on the bigger picture, and we can see the hands that are profiled inside there. These are the cabals that they are talking about? Who are these people who are frustrating the BBI in government so far? Many people are saying, yes, this is the Principal Secretary, Kibicho, who is doing this, right? We want just to also hear from our panelists as far as this is concerned. We continue with the discussion. We've had Irungu Kangata saying the BBI is broken and it is irreparable. It cannot be repaired at all. Let's begin with you, Aaron Cheriot.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to debate certain issues. I know the players, at least at my level, the Kangatas, Orengos, those who are my colleagues and serve in the BBI team at a personal level. And there are certain things which they say to us which, at least to a certain extent, without having to betray the trust of friends, there are certain things we can reveal. I have listened to them the last 2 or 3 weeks on the challenges that they are going through as a team as they try to push this particular project, and you can understand their frustration. Their understanding of what BBI was about are not those things you hear in the rallies. It's about bringing Kenyans together as if Kenyans were separated by anything. It's about the unity of a country. Those are just good decibels for the cameras and TVs. But as political players, they know the truth. That know the truth. The process is about who gets to inherit the mantle of leadership after the expiry of the term of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And that is why you see the current squabbles. The current squabbles are basically about what ODM brigade considers to be an increasing visibility, either through the BBI process, the fact that when you see this coalition around Gideon, Mudavadi, Wetangula, and Kalonzo, and the kind of visibility that they are being given, and of course, within those circles, they know what other facilitative avenues are being provided for them at the expense of ODM. Yet ODM feels that the deal, the political deal, was that we support Uhuru to complete his term, then he will support us in turn. Forget about those stories. You'll hear people say, those bites you're hearing in Parliament, people saying, oh, it had nothing to do with 2022. If it had nothing to do with 2022, so what's the problem? The problem is because they can clearly see all signs show that there is a preferred lineup, and all indications are there.
Do you think?
And you saw
yes,
what happened in the by-elections that we had last week. There was a script. You saw that in the various regions, from Kabuchai,
yes,
where police were obviously doing the bidding for Fort Kenya, they were beating up anybody else other than the goons that had been hired by Fort Kenya to reign and rally around protecting what they perceive to be their vote and causing mayhem to the rest of the country. You saw what happened to ODM in Matungu and the kind of protection that ANC brigade had. The same can be said of Jubilee in Nakuru. In the small by-election of a ward, I saw police presence like I have never seen. The last time I saw that number of police trucks per square foot, I think, was in 2007, because I was in Nakuru for that by-election, just for a ward election. What does it tell you? And that's why you hear that it's actually after that by-election that ODM came to the full realization that actually these people have got a completely separate script from what was unofficially agreed upon. And that is the source of all these challenges and what you're reading. So, which is the way forward? It's for people to begin to accept the reality. When we told them that this thing is founded on deceit, and what you expect the people that you're listening to are not going to honor the deal as you agreed, they thought that it was just sour grapes on the part of those of us that were dissatisfied with what was going on in Jubilee.
From your own assessment, if I may ask, Senator Aaron Cheriot, do you think this script is being flipped
Yeah.
Right? What you, as the side of Tanga Tanga, are experiencing so far is what now is being played out on ODM. Is that the case?
Complete script. Even how ODM is reacting. You know, when I saw, you saw Rengo, how he spoke on Saturday.
Yes.
And how he spoke today. It reminds me of the things we used to do in 2018. You know, we'd go to a rally on a Saturday and say, Uhuru asitucheze. Then a phone call will come into the leader of the team on Sunday. Then on Monday, you coil your tails in parliament and you say, everything is okay. We must respect the president. That's where ODM you guys are, as it is right now. You are still in the state of denial before you finally begin to realize that for sure things have changed and you are not part and parcel of their plans. The sooner you realize and begin to make your plans outside of any state support, the better for you guys. Otherwise, they'll follow through with our script as was in 2018, 2019, then 2020 when we went full blow, you know, against the state and the kind of things that they were doing. By the way, Jakoyo, it will not be late. It will not be so far away from now before you begin to see the arrest of, say, ODM legislators when you guys criticize government, just like was the case with us, and those kind of things. It is coming, so you better be prepared.
All right, Jakoyo better be prepared. So he says, let me come to Farah, because we've had also the co-chair of the BBI, this is Dennis Owero, saying that your protest, that is ODM, and I think also Farah, you can just, is a storm in a teacup. Isn't this a scant regard for the wishes of the party as expressed by Orengo? I think he'll be better placed to actually answer that. Then I give it to you, Farah, if you don't mind. You think this storm is just a storm in a teacup?
No,
as Dennis Owero is suggesting, or your concerns about it?
I don't think so, because I don't believe so. I understand where we are.
Where are you?
Aaron.
We would love to know where you are, because we've had Orengo also coming today and saying all is well with the handshake. On Saturday, he's giving us a very different narrative. Why is he speaking from both sides of the mouth?
I am not Orengo. The last time I met Orengo was last year sometime, and said hi, I passed him. So I am not Orengo.
You're not Orengo, I understand. But of course, Orengo is speaking on behalf of ODM.
But he is the minority leader. I'm speaking on behalf of myself. I'm speaking on behalf of Jakoyo.
Okay, what does Jakoyo know that we don't know?
What I know that you don't know is that God has given me certain intuitions. Some of the things we have said in your show, here and elsewhere, have come to pass. They have come to pass. So that when Aaron Cheriot tells us, that it may not be too far before you see people criticizing the government from ODM arrested, I agree, because this country is rogue. There's total collapse of rule of law. I know that for a fact because I've followed how the Jubilee from 2013 consistently disarmed the state organs and put power in the hands of the police. And that was done by design. Little did they know, I once told an MP from Zacharias County, I told them, these people you are dealing with, we can also deal with them, and you will see the difference. So that when Caleb Kositany says, if we want to learn the sense of betrayal from the politicians from central Kenya, we need to consult William. How does he forget about Jaramogi, Moi, Raila twice? We are the best people to deal with this thing. And if people are being arrested, we are the ones who have been arrested all through, even before independence. Yeah. So we are better placed to be in this. We are in good space for ourselves. we are not, and you are the only people who are expecting their vote. For us, our side has always won. They have always stolen it from us. So what we are saying, if we all want a better Kenya, including William, whom you support with all your heart, let us talk about what I saw Madam Karua talk about today. Let us talk about this electoral system. Why is it we fight? One of the issues that is frustrating MPs so much, Debal, is that the thing was mad in secrecy, and I've said that in your presence many times. so that MPs who are used to sit in those things, the ones you're seeing making noise, who are to sit in those bodies, were excluded. And some of these issues have not been raised, or somebody in their right mind said nothing can be raised. However, what stops the Tanga group from bringing their own constitutional amendment? What stops them? Why can they let Uhuru and Raila go on with the process which they think is good, and then they bring theirs? We shall embrace whatever good they shall propose. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got only 30 seconds, and it will be so unfair for you to just speak in less than 30 seconds, Farah. That's why I want to take a short break. Then when we come back, we begin with you. Don't mind.
No,
Right.
I had not finished even the last time.
Yes.
I was creating basically a very
good foundation
analysis out there to give you the conclusion.
This is it now.
The conclusion.
That's why I want to give you good time. We just take a short break. When we circle back, we continue with you.
Okay.
Right. We take a short break. Don't go away. Much more coming up on the other side of the break.